And then, okay. Boom.
Okay, now we can start.
Okay. I'm going to turn this up.
There we go. I'm in love. Oh, that's so much fun. Hello, everybody. It is Greg and
Roxanne.
your silly face siblings with a
podcast about Friday.
So
Yeah.
Friday is, I don't even know where like the days of the week came from. I don't know like why Monday, why Tuesday, why Wednesday. Either way.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from. But what I do know is that today's topic is about that one called Friday. Friday. So we want to know, as we always start, what are your feelings about Friday?
Mm-hmm.
And then what are your thoughts about Friday? They kind of go hand in hand. Yes, they do.
Yeah. Are you waiting your whole flippin' week for Friday, right? Maybe you're waiting your whole flippin' week for Friday at 5 p.m., Friday at 4 p.m., Friday at 6 p.m., and I could go on, but you get the idea. Are you waiting for Friday for work to be done and your weekend to begin?
Yeah. And if you
that
are,
was a little like bubbly.
And if you are, that's okay.
Yes.
And if you're not, that's okay.
Yes. But what if?
This is where it gets big, by the way, guys.
This is where we're gonna kind of start.
This question where Roxanne is about to go to, where she's about to say this what if thing.
Yeah.
This is the big thing. So if you're listening and you're kind of distracted doing other stuff, take a second to just be like, okay, I'm gonna listen right now to what's gonna happen.
What if every day could feel like a Friday?
Right.
Boom, mic drop. What if every day could feel like a Saturday, like a weekend, right? That's what we're talking about. Friday is the beginning of your weekend. It's the beginning of something. Do you spend your life or times in your life, think about it for a moment, when you're waiting for something? Waiting to turn double digits, 10. Waiting to turn 16 so that you can drive. Waiting to turn 19 or 21 so that you can go to bars and drink and party. Waiting to buy your house. Waiting to have kids. Waiting to retire. Are you waiting?
Yeah.
And that's about the Friday, right? Friday sort of leads up to, are you waiting for Friday?
Yep.
And why? Why are you waiting, Greg?
It's a good question, right? So when we're kids, we're very in the moment. We're not like, oh, I hope Friday comes quick. Unless our parents are saying that, right?
They might be with school.
They might be, right? But you think about summer, okay?
Yeah.
So in the summer when they're off school, it's not like every day is like, holy crap, today is awesome.
Yes.
Or it can be, right?
Yeah.
What I'm going to propose the idea that if you're the type of person right now that's like just dying for Friday to come so that you can have a weekend, ask yourself, how can I learn to love Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yes.
Right? Yes, you go to a job, and most of you that are watching this thinking, I can't wait for Friday, it's because you're putting this negative thought work towards the other days.
All the whole week, yeah?
You're saying like, the other days are crap, I'm not gonna feel good until Friday comes. And then what happens is, it rains on Friday, and you're like, ugh, this sucks. What did I do to deserve this? Right? Yet Wednesday was amazingly beautiful weather. But because you were so focused on, if I can just make it to Friday, then Saturday's gonna be awesome and Sunday's gonna be awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Or that Wednesday, right? When it's beautiful, you're like, oh, I'm missing the beautiful weather. But what about taking a break? You have break times during the day, right? Go stand outside, get some vitamin D, smile at the sun, smile at the clouds, at everyone else to kind of brighten up your day. But what you said about, oh, it's Friday and it's raining, I was just going to lead into that after that. I was going to say,
that's because
are you hyping yourself up for that Friday creating all of these expectations that the weekend is going to be freaking awesome, and then it rains.
Yeah.
Then your expectations are like, you know, the weekend sucked. You get back to work on Monday, your coworker says, how was your weekend? You're like, well, it rained and it was shitty, so I didn't really do anything. So you get so excited, but then you're disappointed at this moment. What about finding those little pieces of excitement every single day? Those little pieces that sort of bring you up every single day. Then when you continue to find those little tiny pieces, more and more you start to notice, like looking at a bird.
Like looking at a bird. We're laughing because that's what happened this morning when Roxanne came over for a walk. She was walking down the road.
Yeah.
And my mom, she stopped at the house and my mom's like,
talking with us.
Just talking all the time. It's like, bird.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's what was it kind of? Oh, some kind of warbler.
Yeah. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't a seagull, I know that much.
No, it was some kind of.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
But then she came, but the thing is she came back, and I know we're a little bit off topic right now, but not really.
No.
She came back and she's like, guys, when you get older, you're going to start to appreciate birds. And we're like, no, Mom, we appreciate them now.
Actually, we're appreciating what just happened because you were literally just in the moment. This one little thing that you thought was beautiful caught your attention, caught your focus. You enjoyed it. That's what we were. Exactly. That's why we were giggling. That's why we were laughing, because that's awesome.
So true.
That's all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we can learn to find and appreciate those little things every single day. And then we might not have a case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
And we might not hype ourselves up all week to Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So here's a thought thing for you, okay? So you know that Friday is spelled Friday, okay? Monday is spelled Monday. If you take off that first part of every single day, there's just day left. They're all the same.
It's always a day.
It's that, what do I make it mean idea? What do I make it mean that it's a Monday? What do I make it mean that it's hump day or Wednesday? What do I make it mean that Sunday is like this rest day, but 6 p.m. comes around and you're like, oh God, it all starts again.
Yeah.
And you get it, right? Yeah. It's what you're making it mean in your life. And then based on what you make it mean, you start to get new feelings come from about those days.
Yeah.
You start to see the day differently.
Yeah. And you'll notice with shift workers too, some of you who do shift and who have Tuesdays off or Mondays off, then those are the days that you look forward to, right? That is your weekend, essentially. Those are the days that you're excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all we're really wondering here is,
again,
do you get excited for those Fridays? Are you creating all of these expectations, all of this hype for the weekend? Do you spend your week waiting for this excitement to happen, waiting for life to begin, essentially?
Yep.
I'm going to let you in on a little smidgen of a tip here, is that my practices are through yoga. You might think of yoga as just movement, just the poses. It's a lot more than that. Yoga is essentially, and now we begin. That's the very first line in any sort of sutra that you would find. It is just, and now we begin. It's always, and now we begin. It's not, and now we wait for this to happen so that we can begin. It's, and now we begin.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. So,
yeah. And it, like, to kind of springboard off of that, is what's called the Maui habit. Okay. So you've heard me talk about Maui habit, but I want to talk to you about it again.
Yep.
It's as soon as you wake up in the morning, every morning. Okay. So your trigger, the reminder to do it is you wake up and your feet touch the ground. So as soon as your feet touch the ground, you become grounded. Okay. Bare feet is a very good thing. As soon as your feet touch the ground, you say out loud, today is going to be a great day. What that does is that tells your brain, okay, I'm going to look for the opportunities. I'm going to look for what I can be grateful for, right? And then because your brain is all about how do I find the answer, it's going to, throughout the day, look in for things. And then the more you smile, the more you look at birds, that great day framework, that mental framework gets I don't know what the proper word is, but it gets recycled, I guess. It goes back into your rewired. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try it.
Yeah. What you'll notice there too is that there's that Maui habit, right? But then that framework or that, would you say that word for the
rewiring?
No, for the yoga thing.
And now it begins.
Yeah, and now it begins. So they kind of go together, right? You wake up in the morning. You wake up in the morning and you go, and now it begins, right? Yes. And not like, and now it begins. Oh, stupid, right? It's you decide how your day will go.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, Monday has as much emotional meaning as Friday, as Saturday, as Sunday. They're all just days.
Boom. And you are here 100% every single day. So show up, be here, be present. Rock us out, Roxanne. Okay. Let's see your silly faces. Silly. Oh, wait. Friday. All right, amazing people. See you on the next thing, the next podcast on Monday. Be in love with every day. Love ya.